You know, I'd like to speak for a moment. I've been doing this meditation for many years. And one of the things I discovered is that it's not easy to do simply because, as I always say, we're up against only one person. It's really ourselves. We have to learn to master the chaos inside, mind that never shuts up, emotions like quicksand, sexual energy that's very powerful. I talk about this a lot because it's really the key to a spiritual life, mastering of oneself. But the incredible thing about this is that the rewards of doing this kind of inner work are remarkable. We learn to live with an open heart, with love. We're secure enough inside ourselves to live with unconditional love and compassion. We can listen to other people, we can receive, we can give. We become human beings because we have worked to truly master the tension and the chaos that exists inside us. And what more can one ask in going through this lifetime and suddenly being driven crazy by tension? Not being a slave to their own insecurity and their problems and the fears they have about all kinds of elements of society, politics, economics, et cetera. So the rewards are remarkable to be able to live with foundation, to be grounded inside, and to have the strength and the power that comes with grinding, with not grind, but being grounded, to be able to deal with all of these life situations that come along that can ordinarily be very, very, very difficult, and to learn how to use them in a positive way. It's a remarkable element of our humanity that we are capable of learning this. It's like Shakespeare said, what a work of art is man. And it's true, we are remarkable inside us if we do the work, to tap those treasures and tap that sacredness of what our inner life is really all about. So the rewards are amazing, but to attain those rewards, we're up against the one person who resists them, us, ourselves. And although we are masters of blaming everybody else for our problems, if you get back to it and take a good look in the mirror, you'll discover what is creating the problems. It is the blocks, the tensions, the insecurities inside ourselves that create all the problems. And, the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, it presents us continuously with opportunities to overcome these things. And yet at the same time, we have to be evolved enough to recognize what the universe gives us and use it for God every day of our life. So to me, it's amazing. It's a twofold path. Either we allow, the negativity and tension in us to dominate, and then we kind of live in hell, or we do the work. We sign a contract. We do the work. I will do this work. I need those rewards. I need to live here with my heart open. I need to live here with love. I need to learn how to, treat other people with dignity, with respect, with consciousness. I need to live with a lightness of being. All these things are possible, but it comes back to a simple reality. Are we willing to do the work, to make the effort to transform ourselves? If we're not, then just accept, stuff that goes on inside. If we are, then accept the fact that it's going to take consciousness. It's going to take work. It's going to take time. We have to have patience. We have to kind of marinate ourselves in spiritual energy. We have to learn how to use the chakra system And all of that is the evolution of consciousness in a human being. Ultimately, to produce what? A human being living on a very high level with unconditional love, with the security to forgive other people and to forgive themselves. And that opens us to what? Having a spiritual life. It's truly a ladder that leads directly to spiritual enlightenment. We need to, first of all, learn how to be human. Which is not an easy thing to learn, although it's there with us 24 hours a day, every day of the week, for eternity. And yet, so what I try to teach here is building that. I know once a person develops what I'm talking about today, a spiritual life is just an organic process. It'll just come. Connection with God, higher energy, being able to love, all of the elements of what it is to become an enlightened person will just manifest because we are ready to receive them. We have done all the foundation work to receive them. And we'll just end this. It's fun. When you're not up against yourself 24 hours a day, you can really enjoy life. You can enjoy all of the elements of life once we get free of ourselves. Does anyone have a question they would like to ask? Oh, somebody's got to have a question. Don't think about it. Let it come from somewhere deep inside. You have a question, Christy?
Yes. The last few weeks, I've been having I've been told is
1 second, Christy. Let me make you a
yes.
bit louder so I can hear. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, for the last few weeks during meditation, I've been having movements. I can only describe it as snake-like movements up my spine. It seems to work its way up and down in sections and then changes direction. Sometimes it can be quite extreme. And what I feel is it's very external. And is there a way that I can internalize that energy that would actually be more useful for, a spiritual growth or the spiritual energy body? Is there a way I can transform that from external to internal?
Yes, what you're experiencing, Christy, is the awakening of Kundalini. That's what you're experiencing. This Kundalini. Kundalini in Buddhist, Hindu, they always often show you the picture of a serpent. And that serpent is uncoiling itself inside you. It's the pathway to enlightenment. But it's also a very strong energy. And in order to master it, you have to be grounded inside. You have to keep your attention focused in the chakra right below the navel. That will give you the roots, the power, the grounding to allow the Kundalini to rise up the spine and to enter the crown chakra, the Sahasrara. And there it will open and the soul force will connect with the soul of the universe. So what you're experiencing is really remarkable for somebody who's been doing this for 2 weeks. I really mean it. It's amazing. But get grounded. Don't bring your mind there. Don't think about it. Don't try to analyze it. Just get grounded and let it be an organic process of the Kundalini awakening itself. and it will take you to a spiritual life. So it's really an important thing. I mean, as I say, you've been doing this 2 or 3 weeks, and to have experiences like that is completely remarkable. But now you have to be sure you're grounded, because Kundalini is a really powerful energy. And you can't start thinking about it, you can't analyze it. It will take on its own life. You need to be strong enough to allow it to be born inside you. And then with the grounding, an open heart. Now have your heart open. Because ultimately we're here, as I've said for the last 20 minutes, to learn to be human. Learning to be human is an open heart, full of joy, full of love, full of gratitude, full of forgiveness. Now, grounded, you can do that. You can allow the Kundalini to rise, you can open your heart. And this will just happen organically inside you. You don't have to think about it, by just this breathing exercise and getting centered. These things will take place inside you. So don't analyze what I just talked about. Just open, take in, I'll say it, I've said it before. I sat through thousands of lectures that my teacher Rudy gave, endless. In class, when I was just with him during the day, endless. I don't remember 3 things he ever said. But everything he's ever said exists inside me, and it comes exactly when I need it. Because I was sitting there and taking in the Shakti, not trying to analyze him or judge him or figure him out or what he's saying, or just taking in the Shakti, the energy. It exists. I mean, things come up in me that I literally heard 40, 50 years ago. 50 years ago, I mean, these things come up. It's not that I have them in my head and remember them, but they're alive and they come up when I need them. Same thing will happen to every single one of you. Take in the Shakti, take in the energy. It will find a home inside you. It will be there exactly when you need it to work for you. Does anyone else have a question you would like to ask? Okay, thank you. God bless you all. All I ask from this class, take it with you. Don't leave it in the computer. Take it with you into your daily life. Let it really work on you during the day. The best thing probably to do after one of these meditations is lie down for 15 minutes and absorb the energy of this class. And then let it be part of your life, not thinking about it, but just organically, let it be part of your life. It will do a lot to help overcome all kinds of problems, resistances, and to grow spiritually, Okay, God bless you all. Thank you. And I'm looking forward to, there'll be no class this Sunday, but there'll be a class Tuesday. I'm looking forward to seeing you. God bless.
Thank you, dear teacher.
Thank you, Stuart.
You're welcome.
Full retreat.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.